Hi guys, it's Tom here, and today I am joined by a very special guest, Danielle.
Hello.
And today we are going to be making one of the recipes from my new book, Tom's Daily Plan, and it's my nan's broccoli bake.
I'm very excited about this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's pretty easy to do, and we're actually going to do it in like a cook-along format. So, the things that you're going to need in order to be able to do this are 400 ml of vegetable stock, hot vegetable stock. You've got some salt and pepper. You've got about 300 grams of pasta. You can use pretty much whatever pasta you like. Obviously, probably not spaghetti, but like a penne, or this is a fusilli. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah,
fusilli.
Fusilli? I don't know, I'm quite Italian, I probably should know.
Yeah, you probably should.
I don't.
I'm using brown pasta because it is good to have something low GI. It gives you a little bit of a slower energy release rather than getting like blood sugar level spikes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And then this is 100 grams of frozen peas. We've got 1 carrot that we're going to dice up, and this is 300 grams of broccoli. So normally, like a thing like this of broccoli, a floret, I think they call
Floret?
it.
Yeah, or is floret the little mini?
Oh yeah, maybe.
There's one.
Well, this big.
A lot of florets make up a...
They do look like a mini
tree
rainforest.
thing.
There's
Yeah.
300 grams of this, and then we've got 40 grams of butter, and we've got 40 grams of plain flour, 400 milliliters of milk, some nutmeg, and 150 grams of some grated mature cheddar cheese. So if you've got all of those ingredients, then we are going to start cooking my nan's broccoli bake. It's one of the first things that I learned how to cook when I was younger. Now, actually, I forgot to mention that we've got a handful of parsley as well, so we're getting really fancy with the herbs going on now. Right, should we start?
Yes.
Right, first thing we're going to do is get some water in a pan to be able to cook the pasta. So let's just get this filled. 3 hours later.
That is a very, very large pan.
It is a large pan. Getting all the pasta cooked in there. Okay. Still filling out. Okay, that'll be about enough water. Ideal. So we're gonna get that cooking. Get the water going, add a little bit of salt to the water to give it a little bit of
I enjoy
flavour.
that pasta. Bit of salt in water.
Bit of salt water, exactly. And then while we're doing that, what we're going to do is going to make the cheese sauce. Do you make cheese sauce with pasta or something? It's really easy to do actually. So what
just buy a packet. That's bad, isn't it? Like packet sauce.
I mean that does make things a little bit easier, but it's the easiest thing to do.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to add the butter to the saucepan. And I lick my fingers because I like butter. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and then we're going to actually set this one alight and get it to melt. So I should probably get a wooden spoon to get ready to go in and mix that, because that's going to heat up pretty quickly. What's your favourite kind of food then when you're
Definitely probably Italian.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do love Italian. I mean, I love Chinese food, but that's obviously more takeaway
Yeah,
vibes, not
exactly.
so much cooking. I wouldn't really cook Chinese or Asian food. But I love pasta. So when you said you were
Really?
making this,
Okay, good, good. I mean, pasta is one of my favourite things. I don't get to eat it that often though, because pasta is like one of those things that I love to have on the weekend. Or if you've got friends around, like this is like
this is a perfect thing to do.
so easy
Yeah.
to do. And if you really wanted to as well, you could add chicken to this, like,
Okay.
to make it a little bit higher in protein. But for now, this is just the vegetarian version, which is nice and easy to do and easy to make in terms of having lots of people around and not having to worry about.
So is pasta like a treat for you then?
It's definitely something I would have at lunch. It's not so much of a dinner thing, because for me, having carbs, like a lot of carbs in the evening, like a full-on pasta dish, is something that I probably wouldn't do unless it was a treat. But something like having it for a group of people, I think it's a good one. Do you normally eat a lot of pasta then?
Yeah, I do have a lot of pasta. I'm always carved up.
Yeah?
Me, but I
You're
feel
always
like
carved
with dancing and stuff,
you need
that,
the energy.
Yeah, I guess it's different diving to dancing.
Yeah, exactly,
what we
because
need.
it becomes so, it's one of those things with us. If we eat loads of carbs all the time, we don't do the intense constant cardio like you do. So it's a little bit different, I guess. Although with dancing, like how long have you been doing that now? Is it something you do from like day one, right?
Yeah, well I mean I started dancing when I was 2.
Oh really?
So I don't know if you count that as dancing though, or just like my mum took me to a ballet lesson and I would just like plod about.
You were 2?
Yeah, I was 2.
My
I think my mum just obviously wanted to like get rid of me and like give me something to like somewhere to like give my energy. And then professionally for like 10 years now. So a long time, since I was 18. So it's been going a while, but I'm enjoying it. Still having a good time.
Awesome.
So
now the butter's started to melt, what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of the flour and slowly add that in. And what it'll do is it will form a little bit of a paste eventually. So you're just mixing it in. And then once it's made the paste, that's when you add the milk.
Okay,
and
the milk.
So we get the milk. And if you're going to pour it into the stock,
I'm going to pour it into here.
A bit of yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
It's going to help us make the cheese sauce.
All of it?
Yeah, go for it. All of it in.
Alright, there we go. Oh, it's made funny.
Yeah, I mean, it looks a little bit. So once we've mixed that together, you can see that this is like the paste that we've got there. And that's what you're looking for. It's just butter and flour. And then what we're going to do, you get slowly add that onto there, and we'll get it going. Add a little bit like that, and then we'll add the rest in just a second. So what the best thing to do now, probably, rather than using a wooden spoon for this bit, is to get your whisk. Here's one I prepared earlier. And get the whisk in there to try and get it as smooth as you can. And do it on a relatively low heat because else it'll burn the bottom. Exactly. The idea is to get it as smooth as possible as well. Because once this has been made, this is just like a general white sauce initially. And then we're going to have to add the cheese to it. And make sure that when you're see, it's like starting to get like a thickening little sauce. And then we'll add the rest in. I don't think people realise how easy it is sometimes to make the things that you get in a packet.
Yeah.
Because I always used to make things from a packet when I was younger. Because when you first move out, you don't really think about it. And then that's when I went to cookery school when I was 16.
Did you?
Yeah, went to cookery school and learned actually that it's not that difficult to learn how to make things.
That's a really good idea as well before you like venture out into a world on your own, because you just rely on like your mum or dad or whoever just to kind of provide food for you, and then you're like,
to try and make it like really easy. Exactly. And while we're doing this as well, I'm going to put the oven on to 180 degrees if you've got a fan oven. Gas mark 6, and if you don't have a fan oven, put it on to 200 degrees and let that heat up. Right, okay, so now that we've done this, what I'm going to do is take it off of the heat and add the glory that is
cheese.
I know,
do you know, I never used to be a massive cheese person.
No?
But in the last like year or so, I've become addicted to
Really?
cheese. Yeah.
Everyone loves a bit of cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Danielle, what I can ask you to do
Yes.
is slowly add little bits of the cheese, but save some of the cheese for the very top.
Okay.
Okay? So while you're doing that, I'm going to chop up this broccoli, because broccoli always makes a mess, doesn't it?
It does. The little bits get everywhere.
Right, okay, let me just get this into little bits so that I can... You can use the stalk as well if you want, but for me, I don't always use the stalk. But it's good to chop it up into small bits so that you can, like sizes that you'd be happy finding in a broccoli bake or in with your pasta. So I quite like chunks of broccoli. I don't know how you feel about broccoli.
Yeah, I'm alright for like some people really don't like chunky food, like chunky soup or anything like that.
Yeah, I know.
I quite like finding like a little chunk of something.
What about bits in a yogurt? How do you feel about bits in a yogurt?
I'm alright with bits in yogurt and bits in orange juice as well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm alright. Are you not?
No, I'm a fan of like orange juice, especially like freshly made stuff. Although sometimes I feel like some people hate bits. Don't like. If you don't like it, like people really don't like it, right?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm not really a fan of? Like bits in like a smoothie. You know, if you put like chia in like a smoothie, it doesn't like grind up, and then you've got these like tiny little bits.
Like when something's meant to be smooth, you want it to be smooth, right?
Yeah, but I feel like a smoothie, it's kind of in the name. It should obviously be smooth.
That's very true.
Do you want to put more than this in?
Yeah, put a little bit more than that, and then we'll just to leave enough to be able to do a sprinkling on top.
Sprinkle, okay.
You know, because that's what we're after. Because the sprinkling on top is what's going to actually make it like taste really good with the crispy bits on top.
Shall I leave this for a sprinkle?
Yeah, you can leave that for a sprinkle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the the parsley as well. Like that. And then we should put a little bit of salt and pepper in there. Some salt and some pepper. And now that the water is starting to boil, plan is to add the water. Add the water to the water? My goodness, add the pasta to the water. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this in here like that. Get that all in and get it ready to rock and roll. I'm going to put the lid on top of that to try and keep to get it cooking a little bit faster. Everyone's pasta takes a bit longer to cook, but you can actually, whatever it says on the packet, mine says 10 to 12, so you put it in, and then 5 minutes before the end of the cooking time, you add in your peas, and you add in your broccoli, and you add in your diced carrot, which I'm about to do right now. Okay, how's the cheese sauce looking?
It's alright, there are still bits of cheese that haven't quite melted yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay, good, I like that. I'm going to take that off. And you can peel the carrots depending on how fussy you are with the carrots. I'm completely fine with having bits of skin in it, so I'm going to just chop the carrot in half down like that, and then do another strip down the middle, and then I'm going to make it as nice little small chunks, because the smaller the chunks, the easier it is for them to boil in with your pasta, and they'll be nice and soft with a little bit of crunch, ready for when you put them into the pasta bake.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on vegetables? Do they have a bit of crunch?
I like a little bit of crunch to vegetables. I'm not my mum, however, likes really salt.
Oh
gosh, we're overflowing.
See, all the gear and no idea.
All the gear, no idea. That is.
I thought it was me first of all when I panicked.
Disaster avoided. What happened? I guess it got really hot in there.
I guess so, yeah. I mean,
would like to be in there.
It's happening again.
Oh no. Let's take the lid off. Lid's coming off. I'm not going to touch it though in case it's hot. Lid off.
Oh wow, that was really...
That was intense, that. Okay, well we'll leave you boiling away like that instead.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be more sensible. Right, okay. So, back to the carrot chopping.
There's no flame on my one.
Yeah, we're just doing it just like that. And then we'll probably have to turn it back on now though, to be fair. Get it warmed back up and thickening up a little bit.
Right.
Okay, so I've got the carrots, the broccoli and the peas ready to go. In the middle of making a mess. I mean, it's all about making a mess in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've made a mess, so it's not like I've got any choice now. So we're gonna leave the pasta to boil for about 5 minutes, and then once that's been boiling for about 5-6 minutes, we're gonna add in the vegetables and put the lid back on, bring it to the boil really quickly again, and then it's going to be time to start making the actual pasta bake. While the pasta's boiling, I'm going to do a little bit of sweep up.
Yeah.
So I always make a mess, but then it's nice to just sweep it to the side.
I feel like you're making more of a mess whilst trying to clean up.
Well, I'm going to just push it into the sink a little bit. Right, here we go. Right.
This is us trying to be adults. This is us adulting badly.
Yeah, it's true. Like, it's one of those things. Cooking is always, it always looks so seamless, but
I don't know how mums do it.
It never is. It never is seamless, so I wouldn't worry about that either, because it takes time to perfect your cooking and cleaning and organisational skills, and it's all about timing in cooking. So if you're good at that, then you're going to be fine. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not a very good at presentation chef.
Oh yeah, and they judge you on that, don't they, as well? You have to take it out.
I'm very much all about getting your food in the oven, getting it done quickly so that you can then eat it. That's all that I'm about.
Yeah. But ultimately, you're just going to eat it. It's all going to be in the same place.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm going to put the lid back on for a second. Okay, so now that's been going for about 5 minutes, I'm going to add in the broccoli. Get all that in. See if I can not drop any of it on the floor. And also the carrots. Okay.
Oh, this is thickening up
Fingers
now.
crossed. Excellent. That's the plan.
What would you say, if you had to pick a favourite recipe from your book?
Yes.
what would it be?
See, one of my favourite recipes, I like cheesecake. I've got a sweet tooth. Lots of people know that I've got a sweet tooth. So for me, there's really, I mean, the desserts in there like I love. So the cheesecake is one of my, you know, big favourites. I might actually be doing a cheesecake video very soon, so look out for that one. But also I really like my mum's sausage casserole. My mum's sausage casserole is like the bomb. So that for me, that's like definite winner every single time.
So if you could have a sausage casserole followed by a cheesecake in a meal, it'd be a winner.
Life complete.
Life complete. Yeah.
Life complete. I think we got about like 5, 6, well, 4 minutes left on that.
Yeah. This is really getting thick now.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like it's a real good cheese sauce.
You know when your cheese sauce is done, when if you stick in a wooden spoon and it coats the back of it like that, you know it is ready.
Oh, that looks good.
So now it's the big wait for the pasta to finish cooking.
Okay.
Oh no, not again! What are you doing? Stop cooking like that.
Well, it's getting very excitable over here.
Okay, right.
Oh, it looks good though.
That looks like the pasta is
so good and like fresh, and
it's gonna be a lot of veg in there. So right, and then with the frozen peas, if you stick them in just as the pasta's finished, the peas will thaw pretty much immediately, and then the mixture will be ready to get going. Okay, so now that that is done, what we're gonna do is we have to drain it off. But the thing with this is that I've used the heaviest possible.
Okay, well, I can help by holding something light.
I have a
Oh yeah, a colander?
colander, look at that. It looks like a
hat, yeah.
helmet. Okay, so now we need to, so let's strain this. Okay, I'm gonna pour this and you just gotta
Not drop the colander, basically.
Okay, well, let's try this. I'll try and pour the water through first. Oh my gosh, that stink. Oh my god.
Been in the steam room.
No. Try not to drop any of the pasta, like. That's all like fine, because that's got most. Do you want to put it back in?
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah? You sure?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
That was easy
Successful.
Well done. Good. Okay. So now the magic happens where we put this on top of this, give it a good old mix in here.
Do I use this?
Before we try, yeah, go for it. Give it a good old mix. And once it's all mixed together, try to use the fillet one. There we go.
Oh, this looks so good.
Okay, I think that's good. We can just chuck it. Now we can like pour it into the tray.
Okay, you can do that. It'll be
There.
heavy lifting again.
Okay, right, here we go.
You're the one with the muscles.
Right, let's chuck it in here. Oh, that does slop, doesn't it? Assistance. Okay, right. That's my French for the day. Get that there to cool off.
Oh my god, it smells so
Smells
good.
Doesn't it? Okay, so what we're gonna do is on top put a little bit. Oh gosh, nearly dropped the whole bloody thing. Okay, get a little bit of nutmeg on top. Extra flavour, and then sprinkle the cheese on top. Get it all on. Look at that.
Oh yeah, you smell the nutmeg, can't you? I'm so proud of us.
That was good. It's actually, look, here you are. Yum. I don't want to tip it up too much or else it will fall everywhere.
After all of that hard work, please do not.
Should we put it in the oven?
Yes.
Okay, let's put it in the oven. So, there we go. Excellent. So that's going to go in the oven for about 25 minutes. Oh gosh, not that long. 25 to 30 minutes, so it gets all nice and crispy on top. So while the pasta bake has been cooking in the oven, Danielle and I made some delicious treats that we can have for afterwards. So if you want to see what we made, but it does involve chocolate. So if you want to see what we made, head over to Danielle's channel. But for now, the moment of truth has arrived.
I'm so excited.
Where we take out the pasta bake. Oh, it's hot. And look at that. How delicious does that look?
Oh my god, that looks
it's like bubbling away.
insane. And it's got like
So
some like more burnt bits as well. I
know,
like those
love
bits,
the
the
crispy
crunchy bits.
bits.
Yes.
Now we need to get a couple of bowls out to have a little try, I reckon. So what we do is, then we need to get another trusty wooden spoon to get into here, like that. Give it a good old dollop to get you. We'll just have a little bit to try, shall we?
Yeah, and you guys can't see either, but our friend Alex is just off camera, like seriously eyeing this up. He's gonna want to eat all of these.
So this is the perfect thing to have for families, so if you've got people around, it's quick, it's easy, and look how much you get for leftovers the next day as well. Let's have a little try.
I'm so excited.
There you are, there's 4.
Thank you. Okay.
So this recipe was from my book, Tom's Daily Plan. So if you like this recipe or want to even try it, let me know how you get on. Give me a thumbs up, comment below. And if you want to get a copy of the book, the link to the book will be in the description box below. And don't forget to head over to Danielle's channel where we filmed a recipe from her plan. And also, it is a delicious sweet treat as well, so it's perfect for after this. So don't forget to subscribe to the 2 of us, and I'll see you next time.
Oh my god, this is so good.
Oh, I'm glad.
This is so good. I was worried I might have to
though.
fake it. But
On that note, bye.